Utilizing the Spirit Song Tarot created by Paulina Cassidy, we will be designing a book of time that illustrates and uncovers many paths that will allow us to walk through the doors of time, past, present, and future, with new awakened awareness being birthed from the guidance presented to us by the totem spirits that come to us in many forms, with specific messages that will be the keys to unlock the doors of time. As you approach each door, know that you are prepared to take on a new journey. Know that you are not alone and that the wisdom of each spirit is here as your map to ensure that you arrive at your destination on time. Chapter 7, Protect Your Blessings. So when the reading opened up, I was truly torn and confused about what I was seeing, because of the fact that I was taken both back to the past and towards the future, and both existing simultaneously here in the now at the same time. And here's why. The future is directly tied to the past, the recent past, the distant past, and to your many past lifetimes. History is now attempting to repeat itself. However, this lifetime, you are rewriting history. You have discovered that you are living out a repeated timeline or cycle that is heavily documented, probably a million times over. So your hidden truth were not so hidden because they were hidden from you in plain sight. So now you know who, what, where, when, and why. You're starting to backtrack events that have played out in your recent past. You have discovered how your recent past is directly tied to your distant past, and your distant past is connected to your past lives. Then out of nowhere, think Big Bang Theory. You find out that all that shit is tied to the future, which means you can choose to sit back and watch the same story play out. Or this time around, how about you do a little tweaking? In the beginning, there was fire, a burning desire to create and to be heard. Therefore, you took action. A need to be more self-aware was ever present, and before you could fully understand who you were and what your purpose was, you had to be taught. So as you took action to find out more about yourself, you began to heal from the inside out. Then came the water. A flood of untapped potential flowed in and through you once you were ready to embody it. Now it was time for you to take the world by storm. Many of you set out on a journey to find fortune and for some also fame. And this is because in a past life you were exalted, meaning you were very well known and placed on a pedestal. This journey began ever so passionately, but there was still so much about the world that was hidden and you didn't know. A lot of time, there was so much passion, so many connections, but what felt good wasn't always good for you. It's giving rockstar lifestyle type of vibe. For some, it was not that severe. For some, it was just simply a bad career choice or a toxic lover. In this stage, however, everything glittered, but it wasn't all gold. A messenger of love and good news, the flamingo's heart leads the way in helping you act upon your dreams. Graceful and charming, he's your enthusiastic guide in helping you follow your bliss. Unearth your inner gifts and seize an opportunity. Be receptive to your emotional energies as you will bring your vision to life. As you work towards achieving your ambitions, be open to exploring your passions. Life is a stream of opportunity. Seek new sources of inspiration and remain focused along the way. There was always a deeper reason for everything that you have gone through in life. Every aspect of existence triggered you on a core level. Music hit deep. Whether or not you grew up rich or poor, you dealt with deep rooted generational curses that were very active in your household. So the pain went deep. You had to go deep into your emotions. So the best way to do so naturally was for you to be triggered. So that was life, literally, never a dull moment. But in the present, you are coming out of the depths of the shadows and emerging as the sun. Every reason and why has been revealed to you. It was all past life karma that you have finally cleared away in this lifetime. With this level of clearance, you have so much to be joyful about. You have to understand that the level of wealth you have acquired within, as you now know that, as above is, so below, and as within is so without. Imagine the bounty that is getting ready to manifest in your outer world as you relish within the wealth that you have acquired within your inner worlds, protected. The hummingbird's rays reaches out, warming everything in its path. He is your playful messenger of light and joy, and he thrives in an environment of beauty. As a healer, he draws energy from the nectar of life to create his own healing elixir. With his ability to fly backwards, he taps into happy memories from the past, which gives him renewed energy. As with the sun itself, the hummingbird brings enlightenment to all in its presence. Enjoy and celebrate the fruits of your labor. Your future is bright and filled with beautiful possibilities. While you're chilling under the light of the sun, the dark side is in a frenzy. Because for some fucking reason, they never thought this day would come. And because you're still here. But enough about them. Forget that because their foundation is falling and they're throwing a lot of dark magic at you around the clock, literally, it's their job at this point. So understand that they're just doing their job. Meanwhile, in this moment, you are bridging the past with the future, the never documented future. In other words, you have bigger fish to fry. The mouse is not going to allow himself to feel trapped for too long. He knows there's a world of possibilities awaiting him, and that stumbling blocks will be conquered with courage and patience. The mouse is a quick and decisive little fellow who doesn't like to waste time nor energy. He focuses on releasing only the energy needed to get where he needs to go. Recognize your abilities and use your inventiveness to free yourself by releasing pressure and anxiety. Focus on expanding your potential and know that you will gain momentum as you forge ahead. It's time to choose a path, as if you haven't done so already. But between trying to stay afloat and attuned to the hustle and bustle of everyday life and also slaying inner and outer demons, you haven't had time to focus on the things you love nor love. But fear not, peace is near, and you can trust that hard work always pays off. Divine love is within you, and soon you'll see that manifesting in the world around you. The fierce and loyal wolf walks through life with confidence and endurance. He brings faith and intuition to all forms of love. Communicative and affectionate, the wolf trusts in the power of love and in the bounds of companionship. His primal howl is an expression of living life with passion and the desire for connection. He finds strength and unity while also maintaining his independence. The wolf lends his discipline and harmony in the relationship building and decision making. He urges you to sing the song of your heart's essence and tune into your inner voice for guidance. Through this, you will assess the wisdom needed in making the best choices. Protect your blessings by always remaining grateful and by also remaining very aware. Be aware that right now we are currently coming upon another cycle. With that being said, many of us are going to be facing some of the same lessons that we have failed in the past. But this time around, you're going to get the opportunity to rectify the situation. There are several people or energies, let's just say energies, surrounding many of us that are hoping and praying and wishing to whatever the fuck they pray to that we make the same mistakes that we've made in the past. But I'm getting that because you've been there and you've done that already, and their playbook is beyond outdated, you can technically teach them a thing or two. You're not going to make the same mistakes that you've made in the past. You're an empress or emperor, so trying to get you to act out of character is crazy work because it ain't gonna happen. You know, in your position, you attract only what's worthy. So going at it with an energy that is far beneath you is now a thing of the past. And for this very reason, you know that anything that's coming towards you is most definitely coming correct. Putting his skills into good use, the beaver builds a solid foundation. He puts a great deal of effort and planning into bringing order into his life. Reaping the rewards of his accomplishments, the beaver reaches his prospective goals and practices sound judgment in organizing his haven. At the same time, he realizes that even a foundation that's solid can be altered. He maintains the control as much as he possibly can, knowing that he may need to make adjustments along the way. The beaver is here to remind you that by working from a place of trust rather than force, you'll have more energy to meet your goals and shape the life you desire. Hold fast to your resourcefulness and solidify your awareness of your inner power. First and foremost, stay prayed up. And when the time comes to slaughter all energies standing in your way, transmuting them will be a walk in the park, giving them no choice to either get with it or get lost. They can fight all they want. It's literally getting them nowhere. It led them right back to hell. While they were indulging in dark arts, they should have taken into account that it was the very leaders who created what they worshipped, who wrote the books like the Bible, everything that they worship, was built by the people that created religion, so to speak. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with, with being religious, depending on the day. I'm religious, depending on the time period. It depends on what, let's say, path I'm called to walk on that day. I can deal with any deity. But with that being said, I've done my research. So at the end of the day, I've chosen, the light. Many of us chosen the light, but at the end of the day, there wouldn't be duality if there wasn't an opposite side to the light. So I digress. The books, such as the Bible, that was written by the leaders that created what they worship, told you the truth. The rapture has come and gone. And you and those energies will never be in the same place at the same time ever again. The times just won't allow it. Your vibration is through the roof. The grateful leopard is a problem solver, and she utilizes her shape-shifting abilities to enhance her personal power. She's here to help you shift into your own innate power so that you may pursue your goals with passion and fight for what you believe in. In the midst of conflict, do not allow opposition to keep you from moving ahead in your endeavors. By the same token, be open to the views of others and don't be afraid to ask questions in order to gain clarity in a situation. With challenges comes spiritual growth. As you weather all storms, focus on new strategies and seek deeper clarity and truth. Trust in yourself and defend your belief structures. Contend with the matter in the spirit of action and in the knowingness that challenges will be overcome.